Alrighty, and welcome back to Wildwitch RP's live play of our episodic campaign, The Mortal Guardians. What is Wildwitch RP, you might ask? I'll tell you. Wildwitch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own company so that way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players with us today. And you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community, where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got plenty of games that happen every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in our Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also have high-quality custom quests, magic items, our Burning Veil campaign that runs alongside the Mortal Guardians, and our playthrough of D&D's Dragonlance campaign. So take a moment during the game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of the table, let's get started with today's game. And we begin with introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye. I'm with Wildwitch RP. You can find out more about us by heading over to our website, wildwitch.com. That's WILDEWITCH.com. It's got all the fun things we've got going on, all the ways you can find us on the internet, and of course, the invite link to our Discord where you can join us, hang out, playing some games yourself. Also joining us is Sirenscape, who provides all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone to be played at dramatically appropriate times. To find out more about Sirenscape and what they can do for you and your table, you can head over to their website, sirenscape.com. With that, let's toss it over to our player side of the table, get an introduction of who's going to be coming in, and then we will dive into our session. And we'll begin with an introduction for Cameron.
Hi, I'm Shay, and I play Cameron. She's a water genasi cleric blood hunter. She's the kind of cleric that would say grace before doing cocaine in a gas station bathroom. She started the session with one less third level spell. No, she wouldn't be starting with one less third level spell slot.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, he's here. Damn. Oh, she's Neri's best friend.
Amazing. Next up on our introductions, let's get an introduction for Xena.
Hi, I'm bringing Xena, who's a Goliath barbarian fighter mix. She used to have anger management problems until she realized management was the problem. She's very nervous and excited to be here today.
All right. Next up on our introductions will be Neri.
Hi, I'm Kelsey, and I'm playing Neri. She's a water genasi ranger druid, the total badass, and Cameron's best friend.
Amazing. Next up, we have Kaizen.
So, Kaizen is a half-elf monk rogue, total level 15. She likes to give people flowers for a very specific reason, and climb things that she probably shouldn't and not die. And she also likes to hit skellies because they go poof and it's very satisfying.
And then last but not least, let's get an introduction for Lyran.
Hi, I'm playing Lyran, your half-elf paladin, level 14, ready for some sword and board, and we're aiming for double-digit average initiative.
We've got our fingers crossed. But with that, we're good to pick up. And we pick up where we left off. Moments after Cameron had thrust the dagger at Siderian. As Rolmaceron, the water of life, collided with the necrotic carapace that formed over Siderian's chest, burst through it, and then shattered against his true form, a water genasi. A few moments of silence pass as Siderian realizes what has happened here. Cameron, as you look, you can see the expression of his face, blurring from stupefied amazement and breaking into furious disbelief. His actions are quick. He draws a twisted and gnarled spike from the blackened heart of Kadravesh, protruding from his left breast. It is a shriveled spine of soot and ash. And Cameron, you feel it as it pierces into your own chest. He snaps the spike, and a sliver is embedded into your body. You take 10 points of piercing damage immediately, and then 40 necrotic damage as well.
Hey, Brent, your shield up?
I mean, it is, but
So,
Would we have gotten like a short or long? Did you have that when we started the?
yeah.
Or mechanically, I'll take the 20.
so. With that, why don't we go ahead and roll a quick initiatives here, just to make things easier.
Need to change my dice.
Okay, Xena.
Yep,
Whoa.
+6.
Here we go.
+6. Uh-huh. Hey, double digits, Leon.
It's about the average. We'll see what happens.
Well, that's a great
It's
average.
a great start. It's a great start.
Yeah.
Ina, Kaizen, Yaren, Cameron, Mary. So, as this is happening, the first thing I want, Cameron, before we get into our true initiative, can you make me a Constitution saving throw here?
14.
That is a failure. That is 30 points necrotic damage and a level of exhaustion.
How far away is Cameron
Right.
from me?
I would say Cameron's not terribly far, maybe about 20 feet.
Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Sorry.
So,
Fine.
and so, with that, Xena,
Yeah.
you have a turn. What would you like to do?
How can I get to this guy? With my 50 feet of movement?
You would be able to get over to him, sure.
Yeah, I would like to rage as I go, scream at his face. I would like to do overwhelming strikes on him.
Cool.
And that is going to be 26 to hit.
Alrighty, just need to check his stats here real quick. Okay, 26 does hit,
Okay,
and
great. That's 36 points of damage.
cool, he's going to use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay. I don't like him. Natural 20.
Cool.
That's going to be 27 plus 12 is 39, 41, 51 points of damage.
Another Uncanny Dodge.
Oh, actually, would that be 51 or would it be 24 plus 27?
It's your dice pool maxed out and then a roll.
With a brutal critical, I get another dice, so that's base thing of 24, huh?
Yeah, but, I mean,
Okay.
he still only
It's
takes half.
24. Okay, yeah. 51, 61, 63 points of damage. And my last attack. Oh, it was another natural 20.
Okay.
I really don't like this guy, it turns out. That's going to be 48, 50, 60 points of damage, and that is my turn.
Another uncanny dodge use. And at the end of your turn, he's going to use his legendary action to teleport away. And appears on the other side of the temple. Kaizen, it is your turn.
Cool. How far away is he?
From where you stand? About maybe 80 feet.
Oh, schmuck. Okay, I'll use cunning action dash bonus action and my movement to get over to him. I see his uncanny dodge. That's fancy. Okay, I'm gonna punch him first. Oh no. 12 fails, right? Yes.
Unfortunately, that will not hit.
Okay, let's try this again. How's an 18?
Unfortunately, an 18 will miss as well.
Oh, bastard. That's it. That's action, bonus action.
Okay.
Hi.
As that happens, I need Leorin to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. You see Cameron fall. Where she was standing, she crumples and folds underneath. That's his legendary action, and Leorin, it is your turn.
I will run to where I saw that and try and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Go ahead, make your cast. Cameron, you heal 7 HP.
Thank you.
Does anything change with what I see?
Yeah, as soon as you're over here and you're performing this, Cameron's not on the ground at all. You've touched her shin to heal her.
Huh. Alright, cool.
Alright. And with that, Cameron, it is your turn. You feel the energies within you from the spike. And there is something else as well with that. The power within you. You can try and fight against this darkness that is pulsing through your veins from the spine. If you use your action, you can clutch the spike and exert your will and gain advantage on your next Constitution saving throw.
Is there any way I could get the spike out of me? Or is it...
It was snapped off, so it's protruding inside of you, and it's starting to, like, you can feel where it's starting to, like, spread out and, like, sink roots into you. It's not a normal spike, it is very much magical.
Awesome. I'll do the advantage thing.
Okay, so as you're exerting your will and trying to overcome this, go ahead and make for me another Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn.
18.
18. That is better. As you are reaching into this well of power that you can feel within, you're pushing back, and you don't feel the pulse of the necrotic energy and the lethargy that you had experienced before. However, you do feel a presence at the back of your mind. It's ancient, decrepit, a figure of shadow just in the background, gaunt and desiccated, of flesh and twisted bone. You can perceive no face in this mental image, but you can feel the perception of you from beyond a shadow veil. But you succeed on your save. That's at the end of your turn, Cameron. Neri, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna stay close to Cameron. But I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
Is there anyone around him?
Yeah, Kaizen's right in melee.
Okay, then we won't do that.
Oh, it's fine. Do it.
No, it's a 32 to hit.
Okay.
That's 13 piercing.
Okay. 13 piercing.
And a 34. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
Great. So 8, 11 plus 6 is 17. Yeah, that's 17.
Okay. As your arrows fly across the space and sink into him, there is a... Beneath the fury, you see the flash of impact against him, the frustration of being hit. Do you do anything else on your turn, Neri?
No, that's it.
Then he will take his turn. And as he does so, he disappears from the view of all of you. And calling from above, you hear the voice descending down over the temple. You have no notion of what it took to craft that blade, or what it will cost to replace it. While I endeavor to find another way to kill Zavakra, I will enjoy the notion of you, her champion, struggling to cling to life the same way I held dearly to the thought of freedom from damnation. And then it is silent. You do not see him as he leaves. However, Cameron, you can still feel that pulsing within you as combat comes to an end here. Can you remake for me a Constitution saving throw? And if you utilize that same essence before, you may make so with that advantage.
I absolutely will. That's a cause Leo Ryan's nearby, and I appreciate the paladin 24.
Alright. So, again, you feel that presence in the back of your mind, the ancient, decrepit, shadowy figure watching you. But you can't seem to get this thing out of your chest. What are you all doing?
Looking around to see where it went.
Perception check. You see no trace of him. The temple is as it was when you entered in and as you fought. There seems to be no further traces of where Sidarian may have gone. The parting words he left to you all, mainly directed at Cameron. All that he left.
That spike. What do we do with that? Do we?
Well, if anyone is, while Xena and Liaren are trying to look for Sidarian, if anyone would like to be trying to figure out what's going on with the spike inside of Cameron, what skills would you like to be using?
Sure.
Arcana?
Sure.
Medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe nature? Would that help?
Oh, no, I know nothing.
Nature might not be the best one, but if you have a way of how you'd be utilizing nature here,
Oh, maybe survival. See if I can figure out a way to get it out.
that would be medicine.
Okay, fine. Medicine. Okay.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Neri, within 23 on your medicine, you don't see a way to get it out. It's thorns are in there and it's tearing into the muscles and probably even the bone, and it's spread out. Removing it would likely do more damage than not. Cameron, you can tell that it is arcane in nature and that it is powerful. And that you will have to be continuously fighting against this thing unless you can find some way to counteract it.
Okay, your faces all look very serious. What does it mean?
You can't get it out.
Okay. Dumb question. You know how sometimes you guys can go poof at one place and show up at another? If like I hold a spike, can Cameron go poof and show up in another place, and maybe the spike is with in my hand?
Removing
that
it will
stupid?
cause a lot more damage, even if
Yeah.
it were to work.
Oh, okay.
Cameron, can I get another Constitution save? You did use your action for your Arcana check this turn.
20.
You still have
Nine.
you still have the paladin nearby. So
Hell
again, you're not you don't succumb to it. You don't feel the lethargy or the draining of your life energy, but you do feel that fight that you that you have to commit to, that you know based off the knowledge that you were able to gather here.
I should have had disadvantage on that Arcana check.
Can we ask somebody for help to figure out how to get rid of it?
We need to do something. You can't keep. They can't stay in there. We have to.
Can you ask your gods?
I don't think she's talking to me right now.
Oh boy.
I mean, you still have things that can be done. If you're like Cameron, you know that there's a way that there has to be some way to counteract this, or perhaps you divine one yourself. But those are options that you can take to check in to find what can be done in this moment, or continue to make con saves constantly.
Well, Cameron will clasp her hands together, look up, and say out loud, "Listen here, you goddamn."
Be nice.
No,
Be nice.
no. Hi. My life is a mess and I solely blame you, so if you could do anything to help with the giant spike in my chest, I'd be greatly appreciative. In return, I will, what the clerics do, show devotion and all that fun stuff. Please? Call for divine intervention. Please, girl. When the time needs.
Oh my god!
Oh my
When
goodness!
the time needs.
Oh wow!
There is a breeze that comes through and causes some of the old tapestries and curtains to flutter in the wind. And the light that comes forward, and it hits not far from where you stand currently, Cameron, on the ground, where fragments of the blade have not yet evaporated. You see one very small fragment that gleams and glitters in this light and seems to call out, though there's no auditory segment, just a pool.
Go towards it.
Okay. You go towards it. It's laying there on the ground where it's shattered from the impact. You can imagine Sidurian standing on the other side and all that was revealed in those brief moments. It still seems to shine in the light as you look down on it.
I could go.
As you pick it up, the water seems to almost melt, and perhaps it is the nature of the water, or perhaps it is because of the divine aid that you have asked for. It seems to defy gravity as it rolls up your arm over your chest to where the spike is, and the energies sink down. The spike is not removed, but you feel at ease, at least for a bit, as the energy, the life of the primal water has contained the rampant necrotic energy, causing it to become dormant. You no longer need to make saving throws, and you would be able to see at your feet 3 more shards of the blade of the dagger, large enough that the fragments can be broken down 3 times each. So you have about maybe 9 days of this reprieve.
Okay, I don't know what just happened. Was it a good thing?
Magic water.
You feel okay?
Feel better.
Okay.
Oh, good.
With this stuff, I say maybe go a week and a half.
We're gonna have to find this guy and get it removed, yeah? Okay.
At this point, you would all hear what sounds like the beating of wings before footsteps. And you see the gatekeeper running into the temple. And she looks around, and as Cameron, you're picking up the fragments, she seems stunned.
You good?
This is not what I anticipated. It was supposed to kill him, the same way that Zavokra had used it to kill Katrovich. Anyone who wants to can roll an insight check here.
Yeah.
No
Oh my gosh.
disadvantage.
I'm so worried.
That's a 15.
All of you can see that, again, there's the stunned essence, but Sina, you can see this figure's thinking deeply on something. Mind walking back and forth and trying to perhaps come up with a plan or reevaluate what has already been laid down.
Hey, Gate Master, ma'am. I can tell that you're thinking a lot and whatnot, which is good. And I point over to the spike coming out of Cameron. My friend Cameron has that thing sticking out of her. Do you know how to remove that?
No. The... removing it is not something that is easily done.
Really?
It will... What has afflicted your friend and companion comes from a god long dead. Power like that just doesn't answer anyone's call.
Okay, ma'am. Whose call would it answer?
The one who put it there.
Oh, good.
Great.
You... What should be done here? What should be done here is focusing your efforts to restore the dagger and to slay Sidurian.
Restore the dagger?
It was
What?
used to kill a god once. The heart he was born with is already deceitful and malicious. And now it is entangled and intertwined with the last remnants of Kadravesh, the god who dominated all undead so he could claim the power of other gods. Mazrol is but a pale shadow of his predecessor. Our Lady of Death must have known this truth as she looks to Cameron. It's probably why she kept him locked away, sealed away for all our safety. If anyone would like to roll insights.
Yes.
Liren, Kaizen, Xena. This seems perhaps more... Zavakra's vendetta is perhaps more personal than some effort to protect others, and that Zavakra is keeping secrets from her closest servants. If someone like Murnagal, the gatekeeper, doesn't know the truth. And she speaks of someone quite devoted.
Above game. The shards that are keeping Cameron alive, are those the broken shards of the dagger?
They are.
Okay, Cena's gonna say, excuse me, ma'am. In order to fix the dagger, does that mean we have to put all of these shards together?
Not quite. You all would be able to see, but Cameron especially. The blade of Rolmasaron, the shards that Cameron now has, was destroyed. Some of it evaporated, and some of it not. So you do not have the full blade in its entirety. But the magic of the hilt is also fading, as there is a crack in the base where the blade should be attached. And before you can even worry about the blade, the hilt must be repaired.
Guessing we can't just, take it to a blacksmith and
Typically.
get that fixed.
If anyone would like to roll an investigation.
Oh gosh.
I'd love to. It's my favorite thing to roll.
It's usually my favorite thing too.
Tina and Cameron can spot on the hilt a engraved series of runes revealing a name. Fiergor. Roll insight checks.
Yeah, I say this name out
Is
loud.
that a tick?
Not that.
Neri, Cameron, Kaizen, Lyra.
I got an 11. I just had to roll again because I forgot disadvantage.
No worries. Then Neri, Kaizen, Lyra. Fiergor. Almost certainly the signature of the crafter who forged the hilt. If anyone is going to know how to remake it, it would be them. If anyone would like to roll history on the name.
Uh-huh. No. No.
Alrighty, so Neri and Cameron. Fiergor. Fiergor was an ancient half-dwarf, half-giant blacksmith who lived during the ages of the War of Dominion and had made many legendary relics of warfare for those fighting against tyrannical gods. Some of his creations still linger in the world, passing among adventurers and wealthy lords.
What are the odds he's still kicking?
How do we find out?
Maybe not that long, but someone who can make weapons that fight gods can definitely find some way to prolong their own life.
Fiergor, the gatekeeper says. No, I recall. Zavokra and Sidurian were acquainted with him, and he withdrew from the world. Many believe he has hidden himself in Murdovola. It is a necropolis.
Good.
Those sentient undead that do not wish to deal with Gloomnor seem to find their haven in Murdovola.
Perfect. Skellies? Do you have skellies though?
I would assume most definitely.
Oh yes, let's go. Field trip.
If anyone would like to
Does
roll
anyone
history.
know how to get there?
Yeah, go ahead, roll a history check and see if anyone knows that information.
I don't know how to get there. Yeah, no.
Xena,
Yeah.
you've heard of Murdovola. Very basely, but you've heard of it. It's far down in the undergrim depths, and you know that it cannot be reached by normal teleportation.
Great. I shared this information.
Oh, we have to go to the underground.
Great.
Well, technically the undergrim depths are beneath the citadel, so...
I don't. Oh, great! Because it only gets better the further you go down.
Underground.
The under.
It cancels out
Undersquare?
and it's just grim.
Promise.
I don't know if Grim makes it feel any better, but okay. So
Wasn't
we need
meant
to do
to.
this quick because we only have a week and a half to go find him, convince him to make it, and then find the bad guy, and then convince the bad guy to take the spike up.
Okay. listen.
Actually, go ahead, roll for me either intelligence or insight checks as Xena talks this plan out. All right, everyone save for Cameron realizes that sorry, realizes that your timeline is a little bit more crammed than that, because you have maybe 2 weeks at most with the shards that you that Cameron has to find Firgor, have the hilt remade, find water of primal life, likely in Vale de Aquara, then find Siduri and battle him.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Can't wait.
Cameron, however,
Okay.
your attention is elsewhere, as you begin to hear whispers. Not like when Sidurian had talked to you before. This one is wispy, ethereal, but also someone wise, with grand aspirations. Use the power that I have given you. Make us one in purpose and being. Cast off the earthly trappings that contain your potential. Sidurian is weak. He will crumble. Only you should remain. As you hear the whispers, something else comes to your mind. You see a vision of yourself, of your own demise, and raising as a wraith-like angelic figure. You can see a tether to that black heart, the heart of Kadravish. You know, at this moment, should you fall to this vision, should it become reality, you would be bound to the will of Sidurian, for he's the one that carries the heart.
Yeah, we gotta take care of this guy. What we doing? Where are we going?
Okay, so we have to go down and find this dude in the undergrim.
The groom.
Yeah, the grim. And then convince him to fix that. That's our first step.
Whoa.
Right. Find an ancient blacksmith deep underground. Ask him to fix a god-slaying dagger.
Nicely. Find
Sure.
that helps.
Well, teach their own.
Well, listen, you asked Savakran really nicely to help you, and she did. Where normally you curse at her and she doesn't help.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying. Listen.
I'm listening.
Oh, I was done.
Okay. I have a question.
No.
I feel like Undergrim is big.
Yeah.
and trying to find a way to go under Grim that is called the Grim. It's gonna take time unless we are directed.
Trouble.
Is there anybody we know that we can ask that can give us directions to the Grim?
This
Mole.
stone police, maybe? I don't know.
A god?
Oh yeah, we met the yeah, we can ask the dude, right? The stone
Was the god
police.
dude?
I mean,
What?
And maybe
it's
he
just
knows.
the first people that I thought of.
Anyone wants to
Right.
roll an insight check?
Because didn't we meet one that was like the captain of something or another who was like, "You're not supposed to be down here," and we said, "Oh, we gotta go find the, you know."
We're getting disadvantage.
I don't know.
So, Neri, Liaren, Cena. Stone police could work. You'd have to find them and see if they know of this place. But you do have a servant of Zavakara standing in your presence that seems to have a bit of power. Perhaps maybe not. You don't know if it is quite what you need. But the gatekeeper could be able to assist you.
Ma'am, Miss,
You have a shovel?
ma'am, gatekeeper, do you know how to get us to the Grim that is under Grim?
I could get you to the Undergrim depths. And I've teleportation circle to the gate station outside of Mordevola.
Okay, and then do we ask how to get to the Undergrim from there, or like, are you giving us directions? From there?
Because of your earlier history check, Mordevola is where you're going. It's within the Undergrim depths that
Perfect.
Mordevola exists. So she
Great.
can get you to the area outside of it, because it's very difficult to teleport directly to it,
Right into that. Yeah.
but she's not a normal person, so.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds fantastic. If you could, please.
So. It seems then that you have your plan.
Yep.
To save Cameron, you'll need the primal plane of water. You'll need to reforge the blade, and perhaps if a sliver of the waters can cause a reprieve, the source may be able to overwhelm it. But you still have the threat of Sidurian. And repairing the blade should be able to stop that threat. Well, it'll take me some time to set up the circle, so if you all wish to take a rest, I don't mean to sound rude, but you look like you could deserve it, champion. As this figure looks to Cameron. So you have a moment here to take. It'll be a long rest to get rid of the exhaustion level that Cameron has.
And we get, it's the rest that she's talking about, a long rest, or is it short rest?
Well, depends. If Cameron wishes to get rid of the exhaustion, it would be a long rest, but Mordvola is saying that she... not Mordvola, that's the town. The gatekeeper is insinuating that it will be not a quick time to prepare the travelings. So perhaps a few hours, somewhere between a short rest and a long rest. So it's really your choice.
I'm doing my best to convince Cameron that she needs to, like, actually sleep.
I mean, I can just not be exhausted. It takes a spell slot, but
Yeah, but see, you could just go to sleep and then not have to worry about the spell slot.
I also have about 9 days.
Okay. I understand that. Everybody keeps telling me that. We're not going to get very far if you're exhausted all the time.
I cast this spell. I wouldn't be exhausted.
Listen, it's your decision. I'm just saying. Not gonna.
Does anyone else need a rest? I don't want us to wait extra time just for me.
I will say, even though we probably didn't make the note of it, this is the same day of all of the other fights that you've been doing, so your characters would be a little bit burnt out.
Tired.
But I know that we do our session things where you guys play in between, so you would probably take in long rests, mechanically. Just that way you guys know the, like, sort of continuity of the storyline.
Sounds like a long rest is in order then.
Yeah,
Kind
sure.
of turn to Lyran and mouth, thank you.
Slight nod.
Turn to around and just glare daggers.
Slight fear.
I'm kidding, yeah. Yeah, let's rest. Where's Randall?
He's nearby, and, I believe it'd be Randall, and then you've got the freaking Crusaders as well, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
My pals.
I don't like them. They were being mean to me. Well, they weren't. They were being weary, but still.
Yeah, one of them was being puppeted.
Yeah, but that was funny though. So
I don't understand. Wow. we're near a river, yeah?
Yes, the temple is built over top of a river.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Neri,
Yeah, Xena.
can you ask your new friends to like take turns watching over us so we can get as much rest as possible?
I don't think I need to ask. I think they're just gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
kind of
don't
their
know.
thing.
You guys were pretty mean last time.
I wasn't.
I know you weren't. We've had this conversation because it was you and Niben.
You know what? Fine. I'll go talk to them.
Okay. Yeah. So they would be, they would be on the skirts of this, having sort of kept the perimeter, and especially after the reveal of Sidurian having, overtaken Orlanthos.
Mm.
And, Telarius, usually a bit more jovial and free-going, seems stiff and tense with emotion Hindred is a little, you can see, off-kilter, out of moors. Nibin is concerned for the others, and Ranivor, the figure that had, you recall she was a deep gnome? No, she was the Drugar that you had seen in Elissador at the end. She seems the most sort of serene and unaffected, but that could just be her. So who do you approach?
Oh, still could talk to Niven because we've had a thing. We talked before.
All right, so you approach them, and Nibin looks up. Oh, Mary, hello.
Hey. Seems like everybody's kind of put off by what happened.
Yeah. It's a heavy hit, but,
Yeah, I felt it too. It's the others are wondering if you guys were planning on doing watches, patrols.
we were, yes,
I thought so, but they didn't believe me, so.
no worries. We'll be, putting forth a small group around the outside. Talois is working on that right now, but, Hinfried, Nibin, Ranivor, myself will be inside, keeping watch, so, all threats covered, potentially.
Okay. I'll let them know then.
And they nod. As you each bed down and begin the rest, the gatekeeper, who would have shared her name at least with Cameron, but loud enough for you all to hear, it's Murnagal, in case Cameron needed the assistance once more and Zavaka was unavailable. She begins the process of setting up the teleportation circle to get you to Mortavala. And as each of you begin your long rest, our viewpoint shifts. In the dismal expanse of Vale de Umbra's shadow reach, the Durian breathes in the toxic air, gazing out over a field. It is at the far end, some hundreds of miles away, that awaits a black tower shrouded by an icy storm. Two figures emerge from the dusty mist behind him. A large male Nathrazi, the scales seeming dark in this shadowed expanse, and a lithe, elegantly armored elven woman. Shadorian grins at them in turn. Anyone up for a little grave digging? And as he steps back with the smirk upon his face, the three conjure ethereal death stallions and ride across the treacherous winds towards the tower. And it is here that we are going to take a small break. So, we will pick up with our heroes and adventurers very shortly. Stick around with us while we do a quick ad break, talk about some of the crazy things that have happened, talk about the crazy things in store, and we will see you back here real shortly. Alright, and we're back. We're picking up here. You've had a long rest. Hours have gone by without any issue. So you can mark those off on your character sheets for anything that has been expended or lost. And Monagal has finished it's a bit souped up of a teleportation circle. And you are arriving at the gateway station outside the city of Mordavala. And here you have undead giants, guardians, that look down at you. Who are you? State your purpose here. You do have Monagal with you, so I will let you guys know that any check you make to get the guards to give you passage, any persuasion check I should make, I should amend that. Any persuasion check for the guards to give you passage is made with advantage because of Monagal's presence. You stand when you arrive in a small gateway fortress. It's ruins, worked square stones built into the wall of a corridor, a tunnel that connects to the vast and open chamber, several miles wide, even more in depth. There is a glow of dark orange that shimmers up through black smoke, revealing the massive magma chamber far below. You see in the distance, beyond the large stone bridge connecting the gateway fortress to the city, that the city is built on huge pillars of rock and stone, rising level with the tunnel, held high above the dark and burning depths. You see the towering stone walls that surround it, and the thick slab of bedrock melded onto layers of smooth worked stone. Numerous spires and towers rising up along in columns to high ceilings, vanishing in clouds of smoke, flames that glitter within and throughout, and showing that it is occupied. So, the giants here have asked you for your purpose. What do you say?
Cam.
What is that dude's name? What was that dude's name?
No idea.
Fergar?
We're here to see Fergar. We need to find him.
Roll a persuasion check. As I said, you have advantage.
Thank you.
As the two kind of look at your group and at each other. Just don't make any sort of disruptions of peace, or we'll find you. And he sends you, your group, towards the bridge that connects the fortress to the city.
What do you think they meant by disruption? Like, happiness?
I think we
Or
need
like-
to keep our heads down while we're here.
Like, literally?
Not to cause trouble intentionally.
Sure, Leon. I think your presence generally causes trouble.
Biggest troublemaker in the Mortal Guardians.
Yeah, pretty
Known
much.
for it.
Honestly.
Chin is hitting the ground.
Oh, did you fall? Pick you up. I think we broke him. He's not responding anymore.
Can I willingly take psychic damage?
Sure.
I will take 100 points. I'll take 10. I'll take 10.
Now I feel bad. Can I slap you, Leon?
I think that would just make him feel worse. Can
Roll it.
Hmm?
Mirror,
Roll
roll
for
it.
what?
Yeah, roll for your slap.
See if you can get him. He's got a massive AC.
Oh, you. Can I? I just need to
Nope.
touch him. I don't need to actually like land a blow. Do I
Like-
get advantage?
No.
Oh, yeah, no, you're
Technically.
getting hit, buddy. Oh, sorry, that's not to hit. It's 1d6 plus what? Oh, I always forget. 26 plus 4. Okay, so you get 6 back.
Great. Still a net loss. Thanks, everybody.
Damn. So, as you guys are walking along, you did not get directions to Fjerglor. You've just been allowed access to the city. However, it's a city. There are street markers and different things. And I know at least one of you would be able to read it. Let me see the rest of you here real quick. So, bam, bam. So, there are people here, undead, that you may be able to ask for the areas. So Cameron would be able to read this, and then so too would Xena, and let's see, Liaren would be able to read this. And then... So, Cameron and Liaren and Xena. Came on the wrong live scene. But, the three of you can tell that the street signs here are written in Abyssal.
Oh, great.
But they tell the different streets and city districts and other things. It's all very mundane, just written in Abyssal.
So uneery. Such a messed up language writing just like simple street names.
Yeah, that's the real horror of it.
It really is.
It's not generally a good sign.
I don't know, I think that sign looks kinda cool.
I was just about to say, those are pretty cool signs.
Yeah. You apologize to that sign right now.
Say sorry, Liaren.
Yeah, or I will start crying.
I've
Yes,
already
that's a
started
threat.
crying.
Oh my god, you've already made Neri cry.
Okay, I'm just staring at the water genasi with my mouth open, not looking at the sign. It's a sorry sign. Can someone
Can I
cast
use
silence on me?
Can I use shape water?
To make it look like the sign cries.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm taking my own tears.
Smell.
Randall just
Honestly.
goes over to Liaren and like pats him on the shoulder, sort of trying to like solidarity and console at the same time.
Can I just look at Randall? Just like, what's going on, man?
Look, I tend not to question things. You know.
Great. So just keep taking it?
You know, there's a lot of things that kind of happen mainly because of the line of work that I found myself in. Plus my own interests. There's many things that happen that are strange, unusual, that you can't really quite wrap your head around, and some of them you have to like step up against. Water Genasi's making a sign cry, not on that list.
Well, what about them harassing me? You know what? I'm just gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself, feel better, and walk away.
He told you to slap him again.
Probably we don't slap Liaren right now.
Oh.
I would never. I don't.
Like, I don't have any flowers to give him, so see without slapping him. So,
So, while you are here, do you just follow the street signs and hope that you get somewhere, or do you try and ask some of the locals where you might be able to find Fiergor?
Someone is good at talking.
I can talk.
Can you talk Abyssal?
Nope.
No. Can I hope that they speak common?
We can certainly try.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to somebody.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Charisma check.
You got it. It's 20.
Okay. It's a strange glance. You're living in a realm of secluded undead. No one's openly hostile, and as you approach, the figure just kind of seems to wait to see why you've come to them.
Hi.
Hello?
Oh, good. You do speak common. Great. We're looking for someone. Maybe you've heard of them. They're called Feargore.
Fiergor, yeah, he's, up in the High Crafter's Rise. And they point to a, stalactite, in the distance.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna walk back to camp. He's up there.
Oh. That seems easy to get to.
Need to fly.
Don't know. Never been there before.
You don't have to fly. It's a stalactite. That is,
I don't know what that means.
well, I mean, the stalactite comes down, but it is massive and old. And so it reaches down all the way to the bottom. So it's like a spiral cone that's just thicker at the top. You can see that there are, especially as you get closer and closer, domiciles and workstations carved into it, built upon the sides. But as you are getting closer to High Crafter's Rise, you see that there is a warren that you must pass through. A warren full of tombs that look to be situating for ancient warriors. As you begin to move through, Cameron, you feel within you the shard of Kadravesh and the whispers. But they are not whispers directed for you. They reach out to the tombs, and 3 warriors answer the call. The lids burst open, they shatter, and the guardians raise, skeletal. And we are rolling initiatives.
Oh no, but we're not supposed to cause trouble.
It's not my fault.
I
It's
didn't
Leo's
do
fault.
it.
Look at us. 20.
Yes.
Look at Leoren. Second initiative in
Absolutely.
double digits. Look at you. Oh, we need to roll these. Have the
We
same
do.
modifier.
Wait, are we using the same dice too?
Are you using the sapphire?
Yes.
Hell yeah!
Dang it. Sorry, I should have rolled higher.
Why would you roll a 12? We were twinning.
I'm so sorry.
Yes. Like, read the room, Kelsey.
I did my best, Shay.
Fuck. We're always streaming.
We're streaming.
Damn.
Dollar in the swear jar, please.
Sorry.
Goodness. Alright, so it'll be Xena first. After Xena, it'll be
Kaizen?
Kaizen, yeah. Just pulling up everything so I can see it. And then Laren. Some of our ancient warriors. And then we have Cameron, Neri, Randall. So, it is Xena. You are the first to
Yes, ma'am.
act. You have 3 skeletal warriors that have burst open. There is what looks to be an ogre, a centaur, and a half giant.
Oh, I want the half giant, please. May I get to him? Get to them?
Sure.
Okay. I would like to do overwhelming strike. Nope. I lied. Are they all within like 15 feet of each other?
No.
How much can I get within 15 feet of each other if I try to do thunderclap?
1. They're different. You're in
Oh,
a
spread
full.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're in a warren full of tombs, and these are
Okay.
just the 3 that responded to the call of Kadravesh.
Fantastic. I would like to go ahead and go. Wait, isn't Katarvesh the one we want?
No.
Nope, never mind. I'm being confused. I apologize. Overwhelming strikes to the giant. That's 25 to hit. For a total of 30. And that is 20 to hit. That's 20 hit.
Yeah, they're just skeletons.
Oh, wait. Giant is a skeleton too?
Everything here is a skeleton.
Oh, gotcha. I feel bad.
Yay!
That is going to be 29 points of damage. And my last attack, 24 to hit. For a total of 28. And that is my turn.
Okay. With that, it is going to then be Kaizen, your turn.
I'm just so excited that these guys are all skellies. Can I go up and flank Lucina?
Sure.
Okay. I'd like to do that. Yay, skellies! Okay. I will take out Lily and slash. Okay. Or at least attempt. Oh, good. 28. I sure hope a 28 hits. 8 plus 9, 17. And then I'll punch him with advantage. Oh yeah. Assuming this guy's still up, can he give me a con save?
Sure. That is a 16.
Oh, he's stunned.
Okay.
Not that that's really necessary. Can I spin around to another one and hit him?
There is not another one that would be close by.
Okay. Then I'll just hit the same one again. With twice advantage. Oh, I forgot. I have elven accuracy. Oh, okay, we'll just go fishing. No. 29 to hit. And another 6 damage, and that's my turn.
Alrighty. Liren. It's your turn.
Okay, question. Is there a spot where I can get into melee with an enemy, but still be at least 11 feet away from the water genasi?
So at the least 11 feet away from Water Genasi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, I'll do that. What am I attacking?
You'd be in front of the ogre.
Alright. This guy is nicer.
Wow.
All right. Anything else from you, Laren?
That's it. I'm just gonna quietly fight this ogre.
All right. Our centaur comes rushing forward across the battlefield, and you can hear the sound of its hooves as it skids to a stop behind Laren in a flank with the ogre, and is going to swing down with its pike. A 14 misses. And then it is going to rear up its hooves and try and stomp down on you. With a 27?
Yep.
That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 10 points necrotic.
Game Master?
Yeah?
2 questions. Did I see that happen? And is the centaur within 30 feet of me?
You would have seen that happen. Centaur would be 35 feet from you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And with that, it is the end of our centaur's turn. It is our half-giant's turn. He's stunned. He can do nothing. Cameron, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna head up next to Leoren on the ogre.
Okay,
I'm gonna activate my sunblade and I'm going to take a little stab
go for
at
it.
the ogre.
Go for it.
Well, I want to clarify. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it undead?
I mean, he's a skeleton, so I don't
That's a
imagine.
yes.
I don't know any non-undead skeletons.
You're giving me ideas for my next character. That's 19 points of radiant damage. And
Actually, a
God,
construct.
you're a construct. 2 points necrotic because I can't roll. And that's my turn.
Oh yeah, because you used your bonus action. Cool. All right. With that, Neri, it's your go.
Well, I'm gonna cast Guardian of Nature. Get some sea monster action. And I'm gonna go up to the centaur that's on Leroy.
Shield of Faith gone, by the way.
Shield of Faith only lasts for a minute. It would have been gone.
That's 10 minutes.
Oh, it's 10 minutes? Okay.
25 to hit.
Alright.
That is 7 slashing and oh wait, no, it's a d6. 2 force. And then 26 for 8 slashing and 4 force.
Alrighty. So, I believe that's the right subclass. I can't remember for sure. But lovely. That means all of our skeletons have been damaged at this point, as it is now Randall's turn. Randall's gonna move in and just provide the help action for Laren, because Randall sees that Laren's perhaps got a couple of mental things going on here with being surrounded by the water Genasi is.
Turn back to when I look just really hurt.
He gives like the whole whispered "I love you" to you, Cameron, and then it's our ogre's turn, and our ogre is going to raise its maul and take 2 swings. One at Cameron and one at Liren. That is going to be a 26 against Cameron.
Yep.
And a 15 against Liren.
No thanks.
That's going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
And back to the top of the round. Xena, you've got a stunned half giant. What are you doing?
I want to go ahead and hit him with the overwhelming strike. Great weapon master. That is going to be 30 to hit for a total of 34 points of damage.
Cool. Half giant's down.
Okay, I would like to move over to the centaur if I can.
Yeah, centaur's 35 feet away.
Great. 25 to hit for a total of... Ooh, savage attack with that. Oh, not that better. Okay, 24 points of damage. And my last attack ends up being... Ooh, I believe 16 misses. Yes?
A 16 will miss, yes.
Okay, that is my turn.
So, with that, it is going to then be Kaizen's go.
Okay, remind me who's on the board still. Is the centaur?
There's the centaur and the ogre. Both skeletons.
Cool. Does either one of them have an open flank?
No,
Did Xena go into a flank?
no, Xena had reckless, or overwhelming on, which is what giving the advantage there, but Cameron and Neri, I believe, have taken flanks. Because Liren
Okay.
ran up to the ogre, centaur went behind Liren to get
I
the...
didn't take a flank.
Okay, Cameron did not
Uh,
take a flank, so you have a flank open on the ogre, with Cameron then.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go do that. Hi, Cameron. Okay. I will take out Lily and slash. Attempt to slash with the super advantage thingy. Alright, go fishing. Okay, 28 to hit. Ooh, max damage. Oh, and then sneak. Ugh. So many things. Okay, cool. 20 damage total. Second attack. I'll punch him. Go fishing. Nope. 27 to hit. 9. I'll put Hand of Harm into this as well. Cool. Another 8 necrotic, and he's poisoned. If a skeleton can be poisoned.
The necrotic damage does not seem to do as much as you had hoped.
Schmuck. Can he be poisoned?
He cannot be poisoned.
Ah. Okay. Fine. I'll just punch him. I'll do Flurry of Blows because he's annoying me.
Go for it.
Okay. Advantage. Go fishing. Alright, yeah, 27 to hits. Another 9. Ooh. Okay, that'll be my fishing. Alright, 18 to hit, 28 to hit, and another 7.
Okay. Our ogre's starting to look a little rough here, but still standing. And Liren, it's your turn.
Yeah, kind of close my eyes, take a deep breath, and swing at this ogre.
Go for it.
Thanks, Randall.
All right, Ogre's looking a lot rough now, but hanging in there. Anything else from you, Liren?
That's it.
All right. Our centaur is going to do a hoof attack at Neri, try and kick back at you.
Uh-oh.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage and
Mhm.
8 points necrotic.
Ooh.
And then the pike is coming down on Liren. With a 27.
Yep.
For 12 points of piercing damage.
May I take a reaction and hit the centaur?
Sure. No.
Natural 20. Oh, okay.
Oh, no, you ran up to the centaur. I thought you ran up to the ogre. That was Kaizen
Nope.
that ran up to the ogre.
That's not bad. Plus the 24, that is going to be 49 points of damage.
Cool. Cameron, it is your turn.
Will booming blade and stab the ogre.
Go for it.
Is that 21 hit?
21 will hit.
Oh, that's 18 points of radiant damage. 15 points of thunder. So step up, it's 3 points of necrotic.
He's dead.
The necrotic helped. It's a vital part of this.
Sure. That
Don't sass me.
that's what you want to believe.
It is. I need to believe it, Faye, please.
Yeah.
That's my turn done.
Alright, so nothing with your bonus action. Cool. Neri,
Mm-hmm.
you've got a centaur.
And Xena's on the centaur as well?
Xena's on the centaur, yeah.
Oh. Would Liren's +3 would help with con saves? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still have my guardian of nature. But just swinging. It's a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
7 slashing and 5 force. And a 21 for 6 slashing and 4 force.
Okay. Anything else from you, Neri?
No, that's it.
Alright, Randall will, now turn to face the centaur, but still standing next to Lyra and provide help once more.
Damn.
Yeah. And then Xena, it's your turn.
Betrayal.
I would like to go in and hit him on the head with my axe, please. Overwhelming strike. Great weapon master. 28 to hit. That is, come on. Oh, slow dice. Okay. 3 plus 12 is 15. That'll be 25 points of damage. Sorry, the dice is very slow. Oh my gosh. Okay, I believe that's 16. Plus 18, that's gonna be definitely hit. Come on, baby. Okay, so that will be 34 points of damage, and that's my turn. Nope, that's not my turn. That's my second attack. Is the centaur still alive?
No, he was dead to begin with.
Still standing?
Yes, still standing.
Okay, my last attack. 7 to hit. Total of 32 points of damage, and that's my turn.
Now the centaur is no more. And as the bones fall down, you hear from above a voice calling down. Who's making a mess of my works? As you see from up at the upper platforms, this figure leaning over the side.
I point at Randall.
What? No!
Point at Leowen. It's Paladin.
What did I do? What didn't I do?
Everything.
This figure seems upset that the tombs have been messed with. So, I mean, you all saw that it was the warriors themselves that broke them. If you want to try and convince this figure up top that you weren't. Persuasion check.
Yeah, we were just walking by and they attacked us because no reason.
Because Leowen was here.
It wasn't Lyran's fault.
Yeah, it was Randall's.
Yeah, it's totally Randall. It didn't.
What? No!
Hey, be nice to Randall.
Look, these things are like maybe twice the size of me. I would never be breaking that.
Four times, but it's okay.
Bless him.
They raised from the dead and attacked us, and we defended ourselves. 'Cause
That's
Persuasion.
right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
if only my boyfriend gave me the help action, right?
What? I'm trying to help here.
It's like you just tried to help Lyran.
You guys are
Lyran, make a check. He's got all the help.
Sure.
Aaron, what do you say?
Something good,
It's a
apparently.
simple misunderstanding. We were just passing through and we're accosted by these things. And I'm definitely not gesturing to the water genasi.
Those are no good ruffians. Never appreciated my artistry. Let them sleep on the ground a few thousand years, then it'll show them. Right. You have a way forward up to the High Crafter's Rise. And as you move forward, you take the staircase. It leads you up to the open platform, and here you see the undead, half-giant, half-dwarf Fiergor, who works endlessly. He very much looks like a giant dwarf. His beard is thick black, frayed and singed at the edges. Most of the rest of his hair has been burned off, and you can see his skin is tanned and leathery from the fires of the deeps. And he stands at his forge, functioning through a magma vent with a huge anvil. And you can recognize this was the figure that was leaning down and calling out to you not but minutes before.
Sina says in Dwarvish, Master Dwarf, are you Fitzgerald? No, Fitzbert.
Here, Gore.
Are you the... Yes, are you Fingor? I apologize. I have issues with words. Are you the famous blacksmith? The grand artist who makes powerful weapons?
He makes a dagger.
Can I make a dagger? I've made many daggers. Probably got more daggers under my belt than you've got bones in your body.
A lot of daggers.
A lot of bones. I'll show him the help.
Go ahead, roll for me a persuasion check.
I went back to Randall.
He just gives you a thumbs up. You got this.
I'm here to help too. We don't need him.
I haven't decided.
Do I have advantage?
Well, you've not even rolled yet. There's other things that are playing into effect here.
Oof. I mean, so good.
So,
No.
I love you.
now, are you just presenting the dagger here, or are you asking, or are you asking anything?
Just present the dagger with the hilt first to see his reaction.
He doesn't seem to notice your presentation for a moment as he continues to work. But, as he does turn, eventually finding a place to pause. Oh, now that's something I've not seen in many years. He goes to reach for it, and then stops. What was it you was here for again?
Trying to get this reforged. Sort of needed to murder someone for good reasons.
Make another persuasion check.
5.
Oh,
Oh no.
What
I
do you
mean,
want from me?
so good.
Shut up.
You're doing great.
Let me just...
I love you.
So, you would notice that, he does sort of narrow his eyes at your explanation, but he does take the hilt of the dagger, and I guess I could use this to pay off the debt to Savokra.
You owe her?
Something long, long ago. As he looks over the hilt, you see a smirk, a bit of pride coming to his face. And as he works the metal, bends the crack, some of the magic still remains in the hilt. I'll be able to do this. It'll take a few hours, so get comfortable. And he moves the current project off to the side and begins to reforge the hilt. New adamantine to the shape, sealing the crack to the point where you'd never even know it was there. As he is working, he begins to talk aloud, almost as if he doesn't normally entertain, but has done in the past. Svokra, Sidarian, knew them once ago. So his first iteration came to be, as he's referring to the dagger. The two of them, they went at each other constantly, like children. Savokra, however, always the cleverer one. And there's a smile of nostalgia, fondness on his face as he works. Sidarian thought himself brilliant. He'd never know two sides of the same coin unless he split it in half and showed him. And during that time, Zavi was always plotting the next century of opportunities. As you watch him work, all of you would be able to see a bit of sadness come over his face. The last thing that Firagor installs is a new core for the blade to be reformed and replaced. And as he offers it to Cameron, it's a bit reluctant that he delivers. And now only the magic of life can be used with it. Any other in the hilt will reject it. Cameron, as you look at the blade, or not at the blade, at the hilt in your hand, you can see not only has it been repaired, but it has been improved slightly. The crossguard has been replaced with an even finer adamantine finish, including an enchanted sapphire shaped into a twin wave, and that will form the base of the blade.
So is this all for show, or is it, useful?
It's been repaired, but you'll need to go to the plane of water for the final bits and pieces.
Marion lights up.
Fun.
Why did you say it like that? Of course, this is so exciting.
I think it is too. I just wish it were under better circumstances.
Hey, yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I mean, still. Have you been there before?
I don't think so, no.
Well, let's not keep you waiting. And Faragor moves off. He retrieves a box, and before he does anything with the box, you see he kind of looks up. I've helped you serve it now, Zavi. You can't say I wasn't good for something ever again. There's no response. He smirks with a laugh before he opens up the box and a portal shimmering, a gateway where you can see glimmering waves cresting in the background. You see he's opened a plane of water entrance. Alright. Time for you to go forward.
Thank you for this. Promise it's gonna be used for good. If that matters.
What about the rest of us that can't breathe underwater?
It doesn't look like it's like all water. It looks like it's just tons of waterfalls in the distance. Like it's not like you're walking into like underneath a lake.
That's good. As we walk out, can I kind of make like wave and make sure he gets a good look at my shield, see if it catches his eye?
It does. And he seems very intrigued. And then
A nice piece of work, huh?
I've seen very little that are its equal.
Might have to come back and talk to you again later.
Perhaps. As you all make your way through the portal, he returns to the forge. It is after you leave, Viergor having resumed work for a brief while before his hands pause, stilling. And then he reluctantly lifts a sending stone from his belt pouch. As he activates the magic, he then speaks. You were right to anticipate her coming here. This reminds me of the both of you. Determined. You've a knack for choosing enemies, Sidurian. And then he puts the stone away, resumes his hammering, not caring to listen to any response. And before we pick up back in Vale de Acora, we're going to take a quick break here. Quick ad break. Please stick around while we'll be joining back with you real shortly. All right, we are back. Just as you all are stepping into the plane of primal water. Emerging from the portal, you find yourselves at the base of a massive stone and crystal temple. Waterfalls cascade from high above over the top of the temple, running like streams in spiraling patterns until they bypass the platform where you stand and empty into a vast ocean below. The area is teeming with life of vibrant and luminous forms, birds, beasts, sea creatures, each showing magical aquatic adaptations, bursting up from the waters, swooping down from the skies. Ahead of you, you see, is the temple. A stair-step structure, multiple levels. You see water elementals roaming amongst devotees of the natural order. Go ahead and roll for me here, perception or nature checks as well.
I'm just in awe. Can I summon puddles?
Sure.
Let's see this.
Yeah, sure. Puddles just different than how he normally would appear, sort of pulling into existence, seems to rise from the ground itself as you are, again, in the plane of primal water. But Xena, Cameron, Kaizen, you see far above even the clouds, the horizon, where Vale de Voxa, the sea of voices, where the dust of dreams and soul remnants drift into a vortex, combining through the churning forges of creation, separating into the various channels of the primal planes. Air, earth, fire and water.
Okay, now that we're here, where are we supposed to go?
Cameron saw in the vision the hands at the divine pool. You see a temple ahead of you.
Where does
Okay.
I walk towards it?
I found.
Pushing through puddles.
So,
Like not the puddles.
oh my god.
That's just rude. Look at where we
The
are.
ones flat on the ground that are
Look
not
at where-
animated.
Look where we are. Be respectful, huh?
I'm enjoying the element. I don't know what you want from me. Oh, is that a flower? I hop over.
It is, as you guys are, I'm assuming Cameron is leading you the way up to the temple.
Mm.
As you take the steps to the first platform, from one of the fountains, 4 large water elementals emerge and begin to block your path. One of them rumbles deeply. You hear, anyone who understands Primordial can hear the words, "You bring the essence of death into the house of life. Be purged." As the Guardians rush forward. And we're rolling initiatives.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Rollies! Rollies!
Rollies.
Damn it. You need to roll a 17!
I'm so sorry.
You had it right the first time, and then you lost it again.
I did. I lost it. Listen. Look at where we are.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I don't want to fight these guys.
I do.
It'll be
I brought
Xena.
pedals out for this.
And then after Xena, it will be Cameron, Neri, then Kaizen, Leorin, and then our Guardian. So, Xena. The Guardians, the water elementals, are rushing forward, and they were saying some strange things. You don't know exactly what, I don't think. But what are you doing?
I would like to go stand by Cameron. Maybe like 5 feet away, or within like melee range of anything that comes and attacks her. I would like to hold my action. If anything attacks her, I would like to attack them. And that's it.
Sounds good. Cameron.
I get all of the water elementals, excluding puddles,
Thank
in
you.
a 30-foot cube.
Yeah, you'd be able to get them in a 30-foot cube.
Hell, I need all of them to make me con saves with disadvantage.
Okay.
I love fighting water elementals.
Wow.
So weak to necrotic.
Covering Puddle's ears.
The highest was a 13.
Awesome. They all take 56 necrotic damage.
Whoa!
they weren't pissed about you bringing in the essence of death before. They sure are now.
I'd like to think this is just an addition to the essence of death, and to add on to it more, I'm gonna shift into a ghoul, and that's my turn done.
Oh my goodness.
Neri,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Oh no, I'm gonna shoot him. It's a 20.
Alright.
For 11 piercing. And a 22
Alright.
for 12. And then Petals is gonna smash. That is a 21 to hit
Yeah.
for... that is 16 bludgeoning.
16 hits. 16 bludgeoning. Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
I'm in auto mode. Anything
No,
else?
you're fine. It's a 12 to hit. I don't
12
think.
misses.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. With that, Kaizen, it's your turn.
Cool. I have no idea what they said, but we're attacking him, so go attack him. Can I just kind of go up to the one that Puddles was smashing?
Sure.
Cool. Hi, Puddles! Sorry, I didn't mean to insinuate I was gonna step in you. I'll take out Lily and try and slash a puddle of water? 80? Does this work? Slashing into water?
It does.
Oh, wow. Huh. Weird. Alright. Cool. I'll punch him. See if this other stuff works. Oh, right. We're going fishing. Uh-huh. Nope. 26 to hit. Can the pile of water do a con save? Questions?
Sure. That's an 11.
Huh. What does a stunned pile of water look like?
It stops.
Okay. Weird. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay. I'm gonna go over to the buddy. There's 3 of them?
There's a total of 4.
Okay, well I'll go over to another one and just try and punch him. Cool. Can that one do a con save for me?
That's a 6.
Cool. I got 2 stunned piles of water. That's it. Just kind of shrug my shoulders at Neri, going, I don't know.
Liren, it is your go.
I'll go mess up one of these water elemental.
Go for it. You've got 2 that are stunned.
Sure, we'll go for a stun guy. How do you stun water? Anyway.
Okay.
I guess you freeze it. Sorry. That's it. That's the turn.
Poor Puddles.
One of the water elementals bursts apart.
Huh.
And then it's our guardians' go. The 2 that are not stunned are going to rush forward and go for... Yeah, they will go for Cameron.
Fair.
And so, we've got... a natural 20 on the first attack.
Hurts.
A 19.
Hurts.
And the last one misses with an 11. So, you will be taking on the first attack. That's going to be 10 points force damage and 8 cold. And your speed is reduced by 10. On the second attack, another 10 points of force, 4 points of cold, and another 10-point reduction speed. Xena, you were holding your attack for any one of these attacked Cameron. One of them did just attack, so you can release your held attack now, or you can wait until the other one. Are you doing Great Weapon? If you're talking Canadian, I can't hear you.
Sorry, with the Great Weapon, with the held reaction, can I do Great Weapon Master?
Great Weapon Master is when you take a hit.
Oh, I wasn't adding it to the damage, so why don't we just skip it this time?
Okay, no worries. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, thank you for the reminder, though. Good to know. And that's 16 points of damage.
So with that, I'll go into and then this guy. So he goes down, and then the second one that's on you, Cameron, also taking his 3 attacks. 15 will miss. 12 will miss. And 16 also misses.
Lost.
So, with that, Xena, it is your turn. There is a stunned guardian and then the one in front of Cameron.
One in front of Cameron Priest with the overwhelming attack, Great Weapon Master. Hit this 26 to hit. For 26 points of damage. Oh no, slow dice again. Okay, that may be 3 or 20. I'm gonna go with 3. Plus 18 is gonna miss. I'm gonna refresh my thing so it doesn't do that stupid thing anymore. Okay, and then my last attack is going to be 27 to hit for a total of 26 points of damage, and that is my turn.
Alrighty, so as your blade cuts through, pulling with the water,
Oh, actually, Game Master, it looks like that was natural 20. May I take another damage? A second attack. I thought it was going to be either 3 or 20. I took a 3. Oh no, it's done. Never mind. Keep on going, please.
Alright, no worries. As your blade cuts through, the figure is looking a little roughened here, but still standing. As Cameron, we come to your turn.
Cool. So there's one stunned and then
One
one in front
stunned.
of me.
One in front of you.
Oh. Can the stunned one make me a con save?
20.
Ooh, 20 just passes. That's half damage, I'll take it. That's 32 points necrotic.
Okay, he's looking rough. Anything else from you, Cameron?
I'll move 10 feet towards it since that's my movement this round and that's my turn.
Cool. Towards the stunned one, or
Stunned one.
so you'd be leaving?
Yeah.
He's gonna take the opportunity attack. It's all right. That's a natural 1. You're fine.
Awesome.
May I take a... Oh, no, it has to hit. Never mind.
All right. Neri, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot the one that Cameron just left. It's a 28 for 11. And the 21 for 13.
That one
And then
shatters.
Cool. Is Puddles on the one that's stunned, or the only one that's left is stunned?
The
though?
only one that's left is stunned. Puddles is not
Okay.
currently on it.
Puddles will move over to it. That's 18 to
18
hit.
chest hits.
Great. That is 17 bludgeoning. No, 16 bludgeoning. And then a 19 to hit. For gross 9 bludgeoning. Nope. Yeah, 9. Sorry.
It is enough. The last elemental here bursts, and as you think that perhaps you may be free, the sound of water rumbles. 2 massive elementals, larger, about the size of waterfalls themselves, begin to move forward towards your group. But before they can reach and attack, shackles of ethereal bone move forward, and Murnagal has imprisoned them. She looks to your group, but mostly to Cameron. Go! Complete the blade! I can't hold them forever.
Gatekeep.
Yeah, gatekeep. Gaslight, girlbite.
There we go.
So, as you all proceed moving to complete the blade, it is but a few minutes to reach the topmost platform. And here you see massive runic scriptures. And it almost looks like giant, but it is a variant. It's strange. If anyone would like to roll history or insight, and I know that Xena knows how to read giant, but do the rest of you, any of you know how to read giant?
Nope.
No.
Okay. With the help of Xena being able to recognize in certain terms and phrases, the runes, a story is told here of creators coming from the stars, leaving their children here to live a world by their design. You see a few of the glyphs here, pictures of giant figures standing beneath a shining star, their arms raised toward it. In the midst of the murals is a massive doorway. It is the shape of crashing waves, guarded by a single figure. A feminine water elemental levitates upon a drifting spring of water that flows as she directs it. It is as you approach that she calls out, and Cameron, there's a familiarity to the voice. I have known that one of us would arise, Cameron of Elisador, since long before you were born. But I did not know that it would be you. And Cameron, you recognize the voice. This is Surge, or at least the soul of Surge.
Great. So you're just guarding a door now. Fun. This isn't weird at all.
It is no different than what I knew in life. It is duty. A duty to uphold the balance. As long as one remains to oversee the land of the dead and undead, balance can be held. But if one seeks to claim that power for their own benefit, then their selfishness is disruptive to the order. The world will be made lesser in the eyes of its makers, and I will not permit it. Tell me, Cameron of Elisador, do you serve your God? The good of all? Yourself? Or something else?
I have no concrete alliances. I serve what I think and hope is right. And a lot of the time that just seems to fall under what these idiots are also planning to do, so my alliance is with my friends.
Why?
Um, because there's so much before undeath that's beautiful, and I'd love to protect it.
She nods. And moves to allow you passage. And as each of you walk, Serge gazes at Cameron thoughtfully. I remember the devotion I felt for our duty to Zavokra, and the faith that I held in my heart. She gave us the power to defy those who would claim control over our souls in life and day. Despite my appreciation, however, know that Zavokra opened many doors that she did not understand. And now you carry the burden of one of those choices. Time will reveal what you will do to answer for it. As the massive... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, that was just a audible gasp of what the hell.
Okay. As the massive wave-like doors flow out onto the platform, they reveal the way forward. You see ahead of you a vast circular chamber. Sunlight beams down from above into a crystalline pool lined with pearls and pristine blue and white drapes of mystical silken fabric. In the center lies a broad basin. It resembles the sanctum of the cathedral at Elisador. But running through its center is a stream that flows down from high above, where you can see now more clearly the river of energy drifting down from Vale of Voxa. Arcana or nature checks here, please. Cameron. Where the stream empties into the basin is the source you need to use. The font of first life, where magical waters of Vale of Oxa drift into the plain and create the water that will fill the primal vales, as well as eventually Vale the Mortalis. As you are entering in, Randall steps next to you, Cameron, and the two of you walk in line in step. No allegiances, eh?
I don't like feeling tied down. To go with the flow. Which is really fucking cheesy for a water genasi, so.
Just, something to, I don't know, think about. And perhaps it's me being overly cautious, but with nothing to moor you, to keep you docked to a bay. What might happen in the future? Will you just continue to accrue power? Not that I see any problem with that, as long as you're still you, you know? But the power was central to what happened between Zavakra and Sidarian.
Honestly, I wish I had an answer to that anything. I don't want power for me. I don't think I ever have. Everything around me is new, you know? So, just want to protect it. And if that means staying myself to keep everyone happy, then I'll do whatever it takes to do that too.
He nods and just reaches forward to take a hold of your hand, gives it a squeeze. As you all approach the stream of first life, Cameron, suddenly, visceral pain in your chest forces you to stumble back. Within the nearby vale, a dark portal rips open. You have seconds to move out of the way. You, Cameron, and anyone who wishes to help Cameron move away, please make me a dexterity save.
One second.
All right. You move back, and you see that the portal reveals the dark landscape of the Shadow Reach, the desolate expanse, the farthest western region of Vale the Umbra. There are two thunderous streams of shadowy mist blasting from the portal into the chamber, crashing down among the group. I need strength saving throws here. Cameron, you are blasted back away from the central basin. And as you fall prone, we are...
I have advantage because I'm still a ghoul. The 19.
Then you stay where you are. As the smoke dissipates, there are two figures, two Death Riders, that are revealed here. Warriors of a past age. You see an elven figure, athletic, acrobatic, with a bow in her hand, though it seems spectral. The other figure you see is a Nothrazi, a mortal that is half serpent. His scales dark green, umber skin, hulking beastly, wearing heavy plate armor with a chain whip in one hand and a spiked gauntlet on the other. The female figure, Shelia, holds out her bow and demands the dagger. Sidarian showed you mercy by granting you a certain death. That you chose to defy him and remain alive has drawn his ire. Give us the dagger, Cameron, and perhaps you can earn his forgiveness.
Perhaps you could say please.
She gives a bit of a sneer. If you continue on this path, our Lord will be forced to treat you with bitterness and acrimony. Acrimony?
He'd be forced to. What's he been treating us with before this? Because I'm pretty sure it's that. Is that his niceness? Is that treating us good?
There is a way for you to emerge from this situation better than when you entered it. Savakra is playing you like an out-of-tune lute. Do you think she will reward you at the end of your quest? Consider what she did to us, what she did to Sidurian. Why would she treat you any better than she did her own lover?
Doing this for her. I don't care about her. Sidurian pissed me off. This is personal.
You see that Oshalia, her eyes narrow. And Sidurian can be forgiving. And she looks to her companion. You would notice that the figure at her side, his mouth sealed with a blackened iron fixture, preventing him from speaking. You will be granted a place of power greater than anything Zavakra can offer you if you just relinquish the dagger.
I wasn't expecting her to offer me power. You know, she didn't give me the power to open a door once. Like, it was close. She, like, hung it, like, in front of my face and then said no. I don't think you realize that we're not as into this as you guys are. We're just here to sort of get this done. I don't care about your bigger plans or what anyone has in store for me.
As you are saying this, you hear the whisper inside of you. The one from the spine. You would have power, but bound to his will. Slay them. Make the blade. Slay their master. This power should be yours. Ah, shucks. As Ashelia closes the hand that she was waiting outstretched into a fist. It comes back to her side. Her companion, Gorvest, grunts. Guess that means you've got to die. And we're rolling initiative.
Again? Not nice to again dying again.
Dying again.
Yeah. Sucks.
Sorry.
So, sorry for dying again?
No, for
For the initiative.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
because
I
you
didn't get a
didn't...
17 either.
Well, I should have known that this time I had to roll a 19, and
Well, you couldn't have known that. I feel like you should have, tried to understand that, but I'm not gonna give you anything for that. It's cool.
okay.
I'm not
Okay.
that mad about it.
Okay. Okay, good.
I love you.
Love you.
Alright, so it is... Cena? And then it would be... Cameron. And then... Kaizen. Australia. Yaren. Mary. Gorvest. So, Xena,
Yes.
you are the first to act. What are you doing?
I would like to go to the one that has their hand out and do overwhelming strikes, please.
Okay.
That is 23 to hit. A total of 32 points of damage. You know what? I'm gonna rage. Jerk to my friend and threatening things I don't like. That is 26 to hit. For a total of 33 points of damage. My last attack is 31 to hit. For a total of 29 points of damage, and that's my turn.
Ooh. At the end of your turn, Shelia is going to take a legendary action and will teleport 30 feet away.
Yeah.
And as she does so, readies her bow. Cameron, it is your turn. You have Ashelia now 30 feet away. Gorvast still standing where he had been summoned. What are you doing?
I run up past Xena. Could I get both Gorvas and the Shillian?
No, Ashelia is on the other side. She teleported to the other area, so now they're on both sides of the battlefield. So you'd have to choose one or the other.
I'll get Ashelia in a 60-foot cone.
Alright, so you'd have to move past your other companions to get to her, but sure.
Yeah, I'm casting Draconic Transformation, so got a fly speed of 60 feet, so just whoosh past them, and then need a dex save from her.
Alright. That's going to be a 26.
So it takes half damage, so that is 13 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then action, I'll firebolt her,
Okay.
which is a 26 to hit.
Alright, a 26 will hit.
That's 29 points of fire damage, and that's my turn.
Okay. As that happens, Kaizen, it is your turn.
Cool. Go up to the, I believe it's the elf buddy who just was attacked by Cameron. I don't like her flitting about like that. Okay, I'll punch her first. Nope, 17 misses.
A 17 will. You're going for the elven figure.
Yeah. Oh, what's her face?
Australia. 17 will
Yes.
just hit.
Oh, con save, please.
Uh, 17.
Oh, she's stunned. Ha!
Then
Can't do that
actually, what she'll do is, as she grits her teeth, she will use a legendary resistance.
I don't like you. Okay, I will slash with Lily then. 23. And she's by herself, yeah?
Cameron, yeah, no, you shoot by yourself. Cameron did not close distance.
Awesome. Then she gets sneaked. Oh, for a really good sneak. Ha.
Thank you.
Okay, I will bonus action punch her again. Oh. I'll put... does she look undead? Question. Or just undying?
Hard to say that she looks undead. You've seen a lot of undead creatures. Not all of them look the part.
Oh, okay. We'll try Hand of Harm just because I have it. Okay, so that's another 9, 13. Necrotic?
Okay.
Did that look like that took?
You look like she took the full damage.
Oh, okay. Well, if she can be poisoned, which I bet dollars to donuts she can't be, she's poisoned.
Unfortunately, she cannot be poisoned.
Yeah, no, you don't have to say anything. That's it. I'm just kind of annoyed that she wasn't stunned and wasn't poisoned.
So, she does look very upset, and she is going to, first off, bonus action disengage from Kaizen. And as she does so, moving back, pulls on the bow, the spectral bow, and you see 3 arrows appear, all sort of ethereal. One going out to Kaizen, one going to Cameron, and one going to Xena. So that'll be a 16 to hit Kaizen.
Nope.
21 to hit Cameron.
Yep.
And a 25 to hit Xena.
That hits.
And that will be, for Cameron, 22 points of force damage. Xena, 22 points of force damage. And at the end of her turn, Gorvash is going to take a legendary action. And he is going to, he's going to swing at Xena. However, a 14 will miss. So, Leorin, it is now your turn.
Other than Cameron.
What was that?
What's the closest thing that's hurting my friends?
You got, both Ashalia and Gorvas. The Gorvas is likely closer to you. Ashalia is, the most direct that you would be able to move through because she's on the side that's not near the Basin of Life.
Okay, we'll go for her.
Okay, so she's further away than Gorvast.
Is she within 30 feet?
No. She
Okay,
moved
we'll go
back.
for Gorbast then.
Okay, going for Gorvast.
20 hit.
20 does hit. Anything else from you, Liren?
That's it.
Nary, it is your turn.
Cool. I can get to Gorgas with 30.
You could get to Gorbas with 30.
Amazing. Burn a primal savagery. Can I flank with Liren?
You can flank with Liren.
Amazing. 22 to hit. 17 acid. And has it been an hour since we got here?
It has not been an hour since you got here.
Amazing. Then Puddles is gonna smash this guy.
Let's go Puddles.
That's a 14 to hit. Probably not.
14, unfortunately, does not hit. As it goes forward, the gauntlet stops
Mhm.
Puddles.
Okay. That's a 20, though, to hit.
20 does hit.
And that is 18 bludgeoning.
So, the both of you would have noticed this. Gorvast, as you are making attacks against him,
Mm-hmm.
does not seem to be taking the full amounts of damage that you are hoping for.
Rude.
He seems resistant. But he did take all the primal savagery.
Okay, cool.
So, with that, it is Gorvast's go after Puddles. And Gorvast is going to make some, yeah, he's gonna make some attacks. He'll use the chain spike against Liren. Or the spiked chain, really. That is a 19 to hit Liren, which would not. And then he's gonna punch Puddles.
Wow.
But an 11 does not hit Puddles.
No, it doesn't.
But he tried. And Xena, you come back to your turn.
Yeah. The girl. How does she looking like she's been hurt?
Oh, yeah, everyone's been on her, but she is now about 60 feet away from you.
But Cameron and Kaizen is on her, right?
Kaizen's right
As in,
on her.
like-
And Cameron
Okay.
is nearby, yeah. And
Yeah,
Gorvast
I'm
is
gonna
right
go
next
in-
to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit him. I'm gonna do overwhelming strikes. And that's going to be 29 to hit.
29 hits,
And that's for 32 points of damage.
which he does not seem to take all of.
Yeah, I don't like him. That's 30 points of damage.
Okay.
Savage attacker that is going to be 34 points of damage.
Okay.
That's one more. That is going to be 26 to hit for a total of 27 points of damage, and that's my turn.
So as your blade cuts across, it gets caught on his on the scales, which seem to be almost hardened, and causes this protection against these strikes. And after your turn, Gorvast is going to take a legendary action, and he's going to punch you.
Okay.
And that is going to be... Oof, that is a natural 20 thanks to the advantage. So as the spiked gauntlet comes forward, that is going to be 26 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And Cameron, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna fly up to Ashelia and need another dex save.
Okay. That is 22.
It's 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then action, I'll cast Spinning Blade and stab her.
Go for it.
That's 28 to hit.
That'll hit her.
She undead?
She is.
23 points of radiant damage. 26 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
God damn it, 2 points necrotic.
I mean, you've got a fancy way to get more damage output, just saying. But as your blade comes down, her body crumples, becomes dust, and breaks apart, and you hear the heavy grunt, especially those that are you right next to Glorvest, as he sees Ashalia turn and anything else from you, Cameron?
Any remaining movement of 60 feet, I'll head towards the other guy.
Cool. So as you do that, you don't even have to head all that far because he's going to use legendary action to teleport away from Xena and everybody else to be right in your face. And you see the anger in his eyes. Kaizen, it's
Hi.
your turn.
Cool. Alright, well, that was very nice of this guy to just kind of hop over.
Well,
I'll
you'd
go
still
up-
have to close distance with him because Cameron
Yeah,
did
yeah.
move.
Well, yeah, but now I'm assuming he's within 50 feet of me.
Oh, yes.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay. I will run up to him and hope he doesn't have legendary resistance. I'll punch him first. Well, can I flank with Cameron, or is she not technically in melee?
He has moved to engage her, so you would be able to get into a flank.
Okay, awesome. Then that will be my fishing roll, and this will be... Oh, cool. Excellent. That's... I guess because I can, I'll put Hand of Harm into this. Okay. Oh, sucking Hand of Harm. 11 more necrotic. Alright, cool. Then I'll take out Lillian Slash. Alright, go fishing. Nope, 29 to hit. 8 plus. Ooh, cool. 22 damage. And bonus action, I'll just punch him. Oh, cool. Can you do a con save for me, please?
That is a 28.
Schmuck. It's fine. I'm annoyed. That's it. And he's poisoned, if he can be. Not that he can be.
Unfortunately,
say
he
it.
cannot. But with that, and then I'm just doing the math here because you would have noticed this as well. He does not seem to be taking your full damages.
I don't like him.
You're not supposed to like him.
Well, yeah.
Six, 11, 16. Alright, so he's starting to look rough here. At the end of your turn, Kaizen. Leorin, we come to your turn.
How far away is the big guy?
Big guy from you, he just moved, I would say, 25 feet to close distance with Cameron.
So I can just get there to attack him.
You could just get there to attack him.
I'll do that. I'm gonna use a Divine Smite. Is he an undead or a fiend?
He is undead.
Does a 17 hit?
Unfortunately, it gets caught on those hard scales, but you do catch his attention.
Alright. Well, I got one good one in.
And then, Neri, it is your turn.
Okay, Puddles and I are moving in.
Alright, you can move in easily.
Okay, I'm gonna primal savagery.
Go for it.
Can I? Is he? Did I hear right that he's stunned, or
He
should I
is
point?
No.
not stunned.
Not.
Okay.
You're a schmuck.
You'd
I'll
have
stick
to
him
close
a
in.
flank.
Yeah. Scooting in with Leoran closes the flank. No available flanks anymore.
Got it. An 18.
18, unfortunately, as you are trying to catch, is deflected off those hardened scales.
That's fine. Okay, puddles. Puddles will smash. That's a natural one. Come on, puddles. That's a natural 20.
Heck yeah, Puddles!
So puddles will do 10, 13 plus 8 is 21 bludgeoning.
Alright, that it's gonna be Gorvash. He's going to focus on Cameron right now. So the first attempt is a punch. He goes in from the right for the gut. And that is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
20 points of piercing damage.
Is it
And,
magical?
It is not.
Awesome.
And then he is going to bring the chain down and go for an attack there as well. With a 26.
Yep.
17 bludgeoning, and you are grappled. Until the grapple ends, you are considered restrained. And he holds you tight, pulls you in. You can feel the huff of breath from his nostrils. And Xena, it is your turn.
Yeah, that's very crowded over there. What I would like to do is click on my boots of speed and
Yeah.
ready my action to dash if he ends up doing something stupid like Dimension Door or Misty Step or any of that magic shit. I mean, stuff. That's my turn.
Alright. Cameron, it's your turn.
Oh, can you make me a dex save?
Sure.
Oh, I didn't make my con saves. Yeah, it's fine.
He gets a 1.
Awesome!
Oh.
102 points of force damage.
Oh.
As he too crumbles like dust, much like Ashalia. You see what you had seen before, the soul sucked through the portal. And it's here. But you are no longer bound by initiative. As you are able to move freely, Cameron, there's the basin, the font of first life, where you can reforge the blade. As you approach with the handle in hand, recalling that vision you had seen, you can submerge into the font, into the basin. Do you do so?
Yep.
As you are sitting here and as you are wondering, you feel it. It responds to your willpower, to bend the water into the focus, to command it to reform the dagger of pure life. In your mind, you witness the flashes of the past, as Sidurian had done this before, and as he had bound the original dagger to himself. That act here, as you submerge it, you can bind the dagger to your own heart, or you can make it free from any connection. What do you choose, Cameron?
Can I get a recap on the implications of either choice?
Roll me an insight check here.
Not one.
That one. Sidorian bound himself to the dagger. And you know that it had some implications there. You're not quite sure too much, but you remember the histories, the rumors that were surrounding it as you had searched for this figure and the dagger. But you know that if you make it free, it will serve whoever carries it. Whether they hold it for good or for ill.
So it's either in anyone's hands or mine.
Well, binding it to yourself wouldn't mean that. It would mean that it serves you first and foremost. Think about it like wands from Harry Potter, where it's like, if it's bound to you, it responds to you, but anyone can hold it.
I'll bind it to myself.
Okay. So you make the decision to bind it to yourself. And the blade reforms. And when the dagger is complete, you can submerge yourself into the pool to try and heal the corruption of Kadravesh. Consume this primal water. Is that what you do?
She looks at everyone first and then goes in, yeah.
You feel it the same way that you felt it the first time. The magic receding. A bit of restoration felt. More than what you had felt the smaller before. The dark magic is gone. And then seconds later, you feel an intense pain in your chest, tendrils of shadow energy ripping outward, once more wrapping around your heart. Anyone who's witnessing this, or experiencing it, can roll me an Arcana check. Cameron,
Go there.
Neri, Kaizen. The remnant of Kadravesh is more powerful than the energy of the primal life. And the only way to remove it, it seems, is either Sidurian releasing Cameron, or the destruction of the heart, the death of Sidurian, and anyone else bound to the heart. You hear in your mind, Cameron, Sidurian's voice. Virgil was right about you. Determined indeed. Well then, I have a task for you, Cameron, champion of Svalkra. Come find me. Come to Vale de Umbra. Walk where the shadows of the dead gods still linger. Let us sing a song of betrayal, and dance a dance that will be remembered for an age. And you see, Cameron, a flashing image of a black mausoleum carved from sharply angled onyx and hematite, where skull has a dagger pierced through its eyes. And the tomb is surrounded by dozens of slain, ghostly angelic creatures. as Sidurian's voice falls seductively over Cameron's mind. The man himself stands amidst the vast darkness that permeates the desolate field surroundings of Walker's icy tower of black and metal and worn woven indigo tapestries. He smiles arrogantly as he studies the facade of the heavy tomb that had, until moments ago, been protected by a squad of powerful servants of the goddess herself. He kneels down before the ornately engraved door, runs his fingers smoothly over the surface of the facade, smirking at the etched depiction of a skull with a dagger thrust through its eye sockets. "Right where I left you," he mutters through a grin, glancing at the defeated angels' corpses. "Such a pitiful honor guard for the one who gave us immortality." Turning back to the skull, he chuckles. "Don't you worry, though. I'll be gentler than when we were the first time." And as he presses his fingers against the notched seam that encircles the embossed keyhole, he draws from his belt a set of thieves' tools gleaming with magic. "Now, let's see if I remember how this works." And it is there where our session ends. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next stream, but until then, head over to wildwitch.com. Check us out over there, see what we've got going on, and of course the invite link to our Discord where you can join us, hang out, and play some games yourself. As always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.